How about a romance story today? Well, we're reading the book of Ruth, and it's got all the ingredients for that. You see, there was a woman named Naomi who left Bethlehem and went to Moab, and she married there, and her husband died, and her two sons died, but her two sons were married to two Moabite women, and so one of those Moabite women decides she wants to come back. It's Ruth. She wants to come back with her mother-in-law to Bethlehem. So she does. And problem is Naomi doesn't have anything anymore. And her husband's dead and her two sons are dead. And so actually she thinks that God's turned his back on her. But when they come back, Ruth, Naomi's daughter-in-law, goes out to glean in the field as per the law of Moses. And while she's out there, she just happens to pick the field of Boaz. Well, Boaz, she must have been quite pretty, I think, because Boaz is immediately impressed with her and tells his own servants to leave stuff behind for Ruth to be able to glean. And she goes home that night with a big haul. And Naomi says, "Well, where did you do your gleaning?" And she says, "The field of Boaz." And she said, "Oh, he's one of our relatives." So then they devise a plan. It's an interesting plan. Involves feet. You have to read about that. And anyway, the thing with the feet turns into a wedding proposal, a marriage proposal. And it turns out that Ruth ends up marrying Boaz. Now, why is this important? Well, it's important because it turns out that Ruth is the great-grandmother of King David. And that's why that story is in here, the book of Ruth. Hope you enjoyed today's reading. I think you will. And we'll see you tomorrow.